So, Football Insider have said something that surprised a lot of people, and the Echo have run an article on it, and they say, 2 Liverpool forwards in surprise transfer claim. It has been claimed that there are doubts over Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz long-term futures with the club. The Reds sit top of the Premier League table. However, Football Insider has stated that both forwards face, quotation marks, uncertain futures at Anfield. Now, I don't know how I feel about this, in all honesty, particularly about Gakpo. So whatever about Diaz, who, I don't know, maybe people feel like perhaps he's had his head turned, or perhaps there's something in the works with Barcelona maybe we don't know about, or, I'm not surprised to see him as much as I certainly wouldn't be looking to sell him. But to hear of Cody Gakpo's name already being mentioned as one that the club are potentially looking to cash in on, according to Football Insider, interesting. Because I don't think you can really have any of these conversations until we have resolved the future of Mohamed Salah. Because you're not going to want to move. If, let's say, Salah does move for whatever reason, you're not going to start to look to move 3 forwards on and then have to rebuild a forward line again already. That doesn't seem to make any sense. So, what do you guys think about that? Do you think there's any truth to that article that suggests those 2 gents are facing uncertain futures at Anfield? And if we did move them on, how much would they be worth? And what would you look to do as a replacement? Craig, I think the article is BS. So do I. I agree with you. There's nothing there that suggests to me in any way that the club are willing to, especially with Gakpo, cut their losses. Like, do I see a situation where Diaz, I don't know, for whatever reason, could be unhappy or unsettled, or maybe I can kind of get my head around that, especially with the stuff about Barcelona that his dad came out with and all that. But yeah, Gakpo's a weird one. I definitely don't see Liverpool wanting to cut ties with Cody Gakpo already. That would just seem very premature. And as a man who knows all about being premature, that's not something I see here. I think Lucho will go to Barca or Milan, said Harry Clark. I guess if we're going to have a conversation about Lucho and where he'd go, I think you have to start off by asking how much money he's worth. I think he's 27 if my memory's right, maybe 28. I don't know, what would Lucho be worth? 60? It's hard to know because the number for everybody's 100 million these days, apparently. But 60 is in the ballpark, I think that's somewhat realistic, maybe? Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm underselling, overselling. Just trying to take into account his age and stuff, maybe 60. If it was the Barca, 70. Just out of spite, because it's Barca and they can do one. 60 million considering his age and injury record, said Harry Clark. 120 million to Barca, said Chris Walker. If it's Barca, 100 million, said Mike. 120 million to Joshua Hale. Yeah, I think Barca I would make them pay a premium. I would. I can't lie to you. Let's call it the Coutinho conundrum. Let's call it that. Make Barcelona continue to overpay. But yeah, maybe if he moved elsewhere, I don't know. But I can't see any of the Italian clubs being able to afford him. The Italian clubs seem to want to take players from the Premier League on never-ending loans, basically, that they then up buying them for, I don't know, a quarter of their value when they're 38 years of age or something like that.